What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we have some quick run and gun updates. So let's just get right to it. All right, first things first is the yellow tang that I rescued from, I should stop saying rescue. Their fish are good most of the time. So there was two initially there, and then by the time I went back to go get both of them, one of them died. So I'm like, okay, this guy's coming with me. But as you can see, he is not doing so well. Look at him, he's kind of roughed up. So what happened was he was in this acclimation box for like 2 days. And then on the third day, I was gonna do it, I did it in the evening. I was gonna do it at night when the lights were off. I just went ahead and did it in the evening. And it kind of like swam down and went under a rock, and everything seemed fine. And even like the next morning, I seen it still under the rock. So I'm like, okay, no one's like attacking him. He looked fine. And then later in the day, I seen it up in this corner. Oh man, it gave me flashbacks of when I got that gem tang. And then like an hour later, I came back to the tang and it was like completely missing. I'm like, oh my God, is it gone? And I spent like 20 to 30 minutes like searching all over the Aquascape and everything, could not find it. And then I put some food, it was feeding time, so when I put the food in, it popped out and it was looking rough. I mean, it looked squished on one side. Its fins are all beat up and it was barely swimming. It was kind of like doing that one of those like, yeah, I'm barely hanging on, save me type swimming. So instead of acclimating them, I like grabbed them from the top of the water and stuck them in the cube. That didn't go so well. It like, I forgot the name of that fish. That started attacking it, and then it was so weak that the Neuro 3 like pulled it in. I'm like, oh my God. So like, you know what? I'm just gonna put them back in this acclimation box, let them heal up, and then maybe post them to rehome them or try this again. But I'm gonna try to get them a little way healthier and stronger before we even think about doing that. So that's the madness I've been going with this guy. Still good now. I think he'll be fine. He's eating, got a little piece of nori in there. He's eating frozen pellets and everything. So let's just hope he makes it. Okay, now the Aquascape. So the Aquascape that I made was supposed to replace this, and then this was supposed to go here, and I have another arch that comes down. It looks super nice. So when I was introducing the tang, I try to take a little more precaution from the last time when I was doing the whole gem tang and trying to like redo the Aquascape a little bit. So like some of the dominant fish have to like regain some of their like where they stay type thing. So that was my like, okay, maybe this will help the situation, but it didn't clearly. So after doing that, I kind of like how it's looking. Look how fresh it looks though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep this and just keep trimming back pulsing Xenia, maybe use glue to suffocate some of them. Cause this rock is so like mature, and it'll be kind of like, it's probably not in my best interest to remove this with all the corals on it. So what I'm gonna do is I put this in. I like the placement, looks good. Looks full. I think I had too much open spaces here. And then probably in like a few weeks, once this kind of like matures a little bit at least, I'm gonna put that arch that goes from the back of this, and it's gonna come right on this little groove here that I made. So that's where it sits. And then we'll have like a little arch here. So I think that'll look good. It does look super filled. Like I think that was what it was missing. And this kind of works with this, so I'm kind of happy with this now. Like I'm a bit more satisfied with the Aquascape. As far as the Cube 20, I just been doing like, what is it? The bucket's like, I think like 2.5 gallons. 2.5 gallons to 3 gallon water changes every week, and that seems to be doing well. Alkalinity is pretty low on this tank. It's like 7. Last time I checked like 2 days ago, it was like 7.1. I'm really not keeping track of parameters on this one because everything looks fine. And then like got a few SPS in there. Polyps are out, they're good. And then these pieces kind of broke off from the other tank, kind of fragged themselves off. So I'm just stuck it in here. All right. Third time's a charm. The Nanomat is in the tank. And let me tell you something, like having one of these in like these tanks or even big tanks, this is the first time I'm actually using one of these. It's a game changer. Like you don't have to worry about nothing. Filter sock. That's why everyone uses it, because like once you get it going, like you don't have to worry about, it's like kind of like on auto. You just clean your skimmer cup, do other maintenance on your tank, and you don't have to worry about this portion of your tank. But I did do a short on this where I found the actual bracket on a thread on Reef to Reef. So if you go to that video, I left a link there. I'll probably leave it again in this video. Oh, still using this, guys. I'll leave the link in this video as well if you have this setup and you want that on your tank. But everything else on this tank is pretty much the same. I'm just pretty much taking corals from the other tank and just whatever gets fragged off, sticking it in here and just see how it goes. So this tank is just becoming a mixed reef, and pretty much corals that get fragged off unintentionally in that tank kind of make it into this tank. And I did place the corals on the Aquascape, and it looks like, look at that, it looks, I didn't even put too much effort into it and it just came out really nice. Like, coral placement does affect your Aquascape very much. So what do you guys think about that? That's good. Baja, what is it? Baja Rampage Chalice? It's goner. It has a little piece there. I don't know. I have no luck with it. That was the first piece I got. Held on to a while and now it's pretty much gone. Maybe I'll try it again later on. All right, before we end this video, of course, there's a coral death. So when I got those torches, this one, like within the next day, one of the heads just gone. And I don't know if it acclimated properly or what, but this was like, it was just gone. I had a feeling that was gonna happen, but so it's completely gone now, just today. But these are doing well. So 2 out of 3, we're good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little quick update, and these clowns have been laying eggs non-stop. It's like every 2 weeks-ish. It's always in the same area. They got together, and then I think it's called what, longfin mocha? Like, he's a loner. He's like always chilling on the other side by himself. It's kind of sad for him, but yeah. Catch you guys on the next